Ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick little update for you guys today about the Chicago Bears day one of training camp. We got to see a lot of the new guys in action, some big news on some rookies, some there who weren't there in the past, some not there, which is a little bit surprising. But we're going to break down everything you need to know. Before we dive into the video, I want to give credit where credit is due. There's going to be some names at the top of the screen. Go follow those guys. But for this video, I want to give a big shout out to Pat the Designer, man. This guy does a great job, not only on his YouTube channel covering the Chicago Bears, but also on Twitter X. Make sure you guys go follow him right now, man. Highlights, news, notes, everything. Go check him out right now. We're going to be using some of his highlights for this video. But with that being said, let's dive into it. First thing we notice, you do see Caleb Williams in the back right. You're doing a little bit of a probably individual drill with some other quarterbacks as well. Rome Odunze, first guy up here going through some drills. I don't believe we saw DJ Moore in this specific one. We'll see in a second. But one area of news that I wanted to cover is the wide receiver room. Now, Luther Burden, their high round pick in the second round, not here in day one. Now, it's interesting because we heard Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles talk a little bit, and they didn't say anything about Luther Burden with an injury. They didn't mention him missing time or anything like that. So I think coming into today, we thought, and everybody thought, that Luther Burden was going to be a full go, but it seems as if he is going to miss some time. I don't know what it, maybe it's a personal day, maybe it's not a personal day. Nobody really has any idea, and if you guys figure out by the time this video is posted, let me know in the comment section down below. But that was a good rep there by Rome Odunze. Let's see what we got next. So it looks like 13, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is Maurice Alexander. You guys can also let me know if I'm wrong, by the way. I cover a lot of teams, so yeah, that looks like Maurice Alexander to me. Is that a drop? Yeah, that's a drop. So Maurice Alexander, probably 5th, 6th on the depth chart, maybe even 7th. We'll see him continue to work his way up. Right now, when you look at this wide receiver room, most likely you got DJ Moore, you got Rome Odunze, and then from there, you would think Luther Burden would be in contention for that, but I feel like he's just missed so much time that it's going to take a little bit for him to work his way up to that number 3 role. So I would have to assume that Zacchaeus, the former Washington Commander wide receiver, is probably that number 3 guy for the moment. But obviously, that is subject to change as time goes on. And then from there, you have Tyler Scott. You have Devin Duvernay, who's more of a returner than anything. You got Miles Boykin, Maurice Alexander. JP Richardson is someone that I've heard a lot about over the past few weeks, a UDFA free agent. So we'll see this wide receiver room continue to get a lot of work going forward. Now, speaking of JP Richardson, here's another one right here. He's going through the same thing. Ooh, that was a quick one. No good. Again, you got to be always ready. That's why they're doing this, right? You always have to be ready. Whether you're crossing the back of a linebacker, the back of a DB, you need to be able to turn quickly and see where that ball is coming, right? This is all adjustment period, and that's what they're working on right there. That's set, dude. Does it feel like that second ball thrown was just like a missile? Look at this second ball. I mean, whoa. What is happening there? I feel like someone zipped this thing in there. But again, sometimes it's going to be like that. Sometimes you're going to be, right, the defense is going to be in a cover 3. You're going to have a linebacker in a, let's say, a hook curl. You're going to cross the back, and the ball is going to be there. You're going to have to be able to catch these things, right? So I don't think it's a bad thing that ball gets zipped in there. You got to be ready at all times, and I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to coach these guys up to do, man. You got to be ready. Let's see. We have up here. Okay, so here's DJ Moore's rep. Let's see how this goes. So opposite way, catch, go. That one's not fired. None of these were like thrown too hard. Maybe the last one was the hardest, but man, JP Richardson got it so unfair where his came 99 miles per hour while DJ Moore gets a little bit of a rest period, it seems like. But again, gotta be ready. Gotta be ready. Now, DJ Moore, do we think he's going to be in the Amon-Ra St. role here for the Bears this year? I don't want to compare them to the Lions, but you have to talk about it with Ben Johnson being that coordinator last year for the Detroit Lions. Do we think it's going to be like a brand new system, or do you think it's going to kind of be as creative as it was in Detroit, at least getting the ball to DJ Moore? I think it should be. DJ Moore is a prime player in the NFL, and you got to get this man the football as much as possible. Now, Pat the Designer also came out and gave us a little bit of an update from today's practice in terms of the biggest moments. Now, he'll be covering this on his own page, so if you want to go to him, and trust me, you're going to want to, because he's actually at practice, okay? He's actually there, so he can probably break down everything, okay? But what he said, Luther Burden's still out. We don't know what's going on with Luther Burden. We'll see what happens. We didn't hear anything about an injury issue, but again, that's something we'll figure out at some point in time. He said Caleb Williams in the first team offense struggled and was tossed from the drill. I don't know what that means. And was tossed from the drill. Caleb Williams? Okay, so I mean, I want to use my context clues here, and I could be wrong. Listen, when we're early on in camp like this, defenses usually tend to have the upper hand. But tossed from the drill. Maybe he just got mad. I don't know. But the defense probably won, right? And maybe Caleb Williams got mad or something and did something. I don't know what happened. But go to Pat the Designer. You'll hear probably more about it. His YouTube page is right here. Okay? Right here. Go follow him. What else did he say here? Ozzie getting first team reps. So when you look, you know what? Let me just pull up the depth chart really quickly for the Bears. So Chicago Bears. So when you look at this offensive depth chart here for the Chicago Bears, the biggest question mark is the left tackle position. Now, we have already heard that they're going to have a little bit of a camp battle between Braxton Jones and Ozzie Trapillo. Right now, Ozzie has been an instant learner, work ethic, grinder. This guy's been good. Okay, so I believe that this battle right here is going to be vital for this team's success. The most important position in football, left tackle, to protect the blind side of the quarterback, right? You need it. They already have Joe Tooney, major upgrade. Already brought in Drew Dahlman, one of the best centers in football last year. Jonah Jackson is a versatile guy who can play left tackle, left guard, right, I mean, you play everywhere, right? You even played center, I think. You can play everywhere. And then you have Darnell Wright. So this offensive line looks really good, but we need to see that left tackle position, whether it's Ozzie, whether it's Braxton, or it could even be Ron, right? There's a lot of guys here that can battle for that left tackle position, and I think it's going to be a major point of this year's offseason. Now, outside of that, guys, I don't have any more footage of anything, okay? So go follow Pat the Designer. I promise you he's probably going to discuss all of the 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s from today. We just don't have too much more. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more Chicago Bear updates that I can give you. But I promise you, you will learn a lot more at some of these other reporters. So go follow them real quick. And let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these little updates. And oh, also, totally forgot. I heard yesterday, and maybe you guys did as well, but I heard Colston Loveland is at full go. Okay, let me know in the comments down below if that's correct. But that is potentially huge news. So boom, I looked it up just to make sure. Practice begins for the Bears. Braxton Jones and Colston Loveland participated. No sign of Burden. Tremaine Edmonds picked off Caleb Williams in T-period. Overall, Loveland being here, great news. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2 tomorrow. Peace.